morning, friends. Central Finance Minister presented Union Budget for the financial year 2025-26 on 1st January 25. BJP and allied parties, their leaders, are praising budget, and they are claiming that this budget is a inclusive budget, growth oriented budget, development oriented budget, and help India becoming third largest economy of the world by 2047. So many YouTubers, journalists running YouTube channels, they are also of the same view and they are supporting this budget. On the other hand, leaders of the opposition parties, anti-establishment journalists, YouTubers, newspapers, all are claiming that this budget will not be able to help in the growth of the economy, will not generate employment, will not make India the third largest economy of the world by 2047. The big question: what is the reality? Will this budget help in improving the quality of life of people of India, or it will not? Friend, I am Ramchandra and you are watching Prayas. Today I am going to evaluate this budget in an impartial manner, without favoring anybody and without opposing anybody. At the outset, I should admit that this video is going to be somewhat longer. Then only I can do justice with this topic. Therefore, I will request you to please be with me to the end of this video, and I will also request that please take pen and paper, go on noting down important facts or data what I am telling you, whatever comment I am making, evaluate those comments, those data according to your own understanding, and give your comment about what I am telling and what you think. If you do that, you will get maximum benefit out of this masterclass on Union Budget 2025-26. Friend, today I am going to discuss this budget in three parts. In the first part, I am going to tell you about important data of this budget, structure of this budget. In the second part, I am going to evaluate the budget, which will certainly have two parts. One is what are the positive aspects of this budget, and the second one is what will be the negative aspect of the budget. And in the third part, I am going to give my suggestions for you to consider. But I will request you that I have brought a video prior to presentation of this budget. Its number is PD48 and the title is Whether All Past Indian Budgets Were Directionless. Its link is provided in the description box. You can go and click and see that video, because in that video I have discussed the challenges before country in detail and what type of budget can solve those challenges. What we should do to face those challenges. Once you see that video, you will be able to appreciate this video and what I am telling about this budget. Friend, I am sure that you are going to dedicate your time to this masterclass and give your comment about whatever I am going to discuss. Now friend, let us start discussion on this budget. The first part of this budget, that is, what is the structure of this budget. First thing, the total budget size, total expenditure planned for the next financial year is 50.65 lakhs crore rupees. If you compare this provision with the revised estimate of last year, it is 7.40% high. This is the percentage increase in the provision. The third important aspect of this budget is that it is proposing debt amounting rupees 15.69 lakh crore, which is 31% of the total outlay, capital and revenue both. The fourth aspect is interest provision, that means interest to be paid on debt whatever Indian government has taken so far, that is accumulated debt portfolio has to be serviced through the repayment of principal and payment of interest. So under the interest head, the provision is 12.76 lakh crore rupees. This is 25% of the total outlay. That means almost 1/4 of the budget is going towards servicing debt. So far budget deficit is concerned, the revenue deficit is 10% of the budget. Physical deficit, that is the budget deficit, overall deficit is 31%. To bridge that, we are taking loan, debt, and the primary deficit is 5.78%. So these are important statistics of this budget, size of this budget. Now, I am entering the second part of my discussion, that is the evaluation part. First, I will discuss the positive aspect of this budget. There is a provision to make income up to 12 lakhs tax free. No income tax. You have not to pay any income tax if you are earning up to 12 lakhs, and in case of salaried other people 12.75 lakhs, including standard deduction. So this is one very positive aspect. It is going to give some support to the market, to the demand, to the consumption. The second positive aspect of this budget is that it is proposing a additional fund of rupees 10,000 crore for promoting, encouraging startups. This is a good initiative because small, medium and micro units give job. So it can help in development of industries and result in additional employment. The third important aspect of this budget is that the definition of medium, small and micro units, that is MSME, has been revised. The investment limit and turnover limit both have been increased. So more and more units will be coming under this category and they will be eligible for incentive what is available to this sector. You know that we have almost more than 6 crore MSME in India. They are providing job to more than 10 crore people. They are contributing almost 40% to the export and almost 30% to the GDP. So this is a very important sector. So if it gets encouragement, certainly it is a positive aspect of this budget. Next very important is that investment come, people go for entrepreneurship only when there is a ease of doing business. We are very disadvantagedly placed under this area. Sorry. Now government is proposing to set up a committee to suggest improvement in the current licensing control systems, Inspector Raj or whatever, government interference. I hope that this committee will work properly and give worthwhile suggestion and government will be ready to implement. If that really happens, it is going to help development of entrepreneurship in India. The next important aspect of this budget is that they are going to provide internet connectivity to schools and colleges so that students are digitally connected. They can make use of e-library, e-books and so many things they can do. In today's digital era, this is a good initiative. Next important aspect of this particular budget is that it is providing a special fund for innovation R&D. Of course, our investment and R&D is very less in comparison to other developed country and even developing countries. But this is a very small but positive initiative. Next important aspect is Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhan Yojana, which is aiming at improving productivity of agriculture, crop productivity in selected blocks of the and district of the country. I hope that this is also going to give some support to agricultural productivity and income of the farmers. Next positive announcement for farmer is that the limit of Kisan credit card is proposed to be increased from 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. So the availability of loan or debt for agriculture will improve. The next very good or positive aspect of this budget is, or I will say the positive aspect of financial management is that government has been able to manage budget deficit, fiscal deficit, revenue deficit in an excellent manner, which is going to help in controlling inflation in the country. So far, revenue deficit is concerned, it was 17% in the year 2023-24. Now it has proposed to be brought down to 10%. So far, physical deficit, total deficit is concerned, it was 37% in 2023-24. It is proposed to be 31%. So there is also an improvement. Loan also, its ratio was 37 in 2023-24. Now it is 31. So overall management of debt, overall management of deficit has been very good. Friend, this is so far positive aspect of this budget is concerned. Now, I will discuss the negative aspect of this budget The increase of 7.4% is inadequate if we compare the rate of inflation and depreciation in the value of money. Inflation is around 6% and deterioration is value of Indian rupee is 3.5%. So it becomes 9.5 or almost 10%, whereas the increase is only 7.40. This is number one. Second thing, the presumption that making income up to 12 lakhs tax-free will going to give a boost to the Indian economy, improve the rate of growth of GDP, is misplaced. I will tell you the reason. You must understand that you know 10% of the top population of India is having share in the income of 57%. That means they are earning 57% of the total national income. Their number is only 10%. And they are having a hold on 77% wealth because they are able to save. If you see the bottom 50% of the population, their share in the pre-tax income is only 15%. And their share in the wealth is a petty 3%. So do you believe that if 70 or 80 crore people have very low income and they are not able to consume things because of lack of income, 80 lakhs people who may hardly be earning 12 lakhs plus will be able to support the market? Do you think that the rebate of 1 lakh crore which government has given through this income tax rebate is going to be invested in the consumption and will boost the demand? My own guess is that these people are well-to-do people. They may not consume so much out of this. They may divert this money towards investment in the share market, other places. And they are going to create an artificial boost in the share prices, which has nothing to do with the GDP. Now, have you seen the type of economic disparity? If 90% people are left behind, they are not able to consume, they are poor, how the market will grow, how the GDP will grow? Now I want to tell you a small and interesting story. A professor of statistics, or you can say mathematics, was trying to cross a river on foot because it was not very deep. His own height was 6 feet, his wife's height was 5.5, his eldest son was 4 feet, next son was 3.5, and third was daughter 2 feet. He calculated average, it came 4.2. And the level in the river was 3.7. So he said that since average is 4.2 and level is 3.7, we will cross. And he entered in the river along with his family. he, his wife and eldest son could cross, and the second son and daughter were drowned and they were dead. He lost two children. Now this is the story of Indian economy, so-called statistical averages. Now, second thing, there are two disciplines. One is economics, second is finance. Economics deals with the economic data, futuristic data, past data. Finance deals with actual ground figures, ground results. Finance person is concerned about loss or profit, property, balance sheet, etc., etc. Whatever real output. Where economist is dealing with data, averages, this and that. Here I will like to give you a very fascinating example of value of Indian rupee. When India became independent in 1947, $1 was equal to 3.30 rupees only. On 3rd February 2025, I checked the exchange rate. It was 87.11. This is the level of deterioration from 3.30 to 87.11 in last 77 years. BJP government came in 2014. In 2014, the value of was almost 62 rupees. So there is a continuous depreciation in the value of Indian rupee. And a currency of the country, the value of currency of the country indicates strength of its economy. So do you agree with me that Indian economy has been weakening all over last period in spite of talented economists advising government about economic policies? Now, I would like to discuss the GDP growth scenario. The BJP government is banking upon a policy, economic policy, that India will become third largest economy of the world by 2047, and they are working towards that. Let us first discuss the overall relative position of GDP which we have today. American economy is number one. Its GDP is 27.3 lakhs crore US dollar. It is almost 7 times the size of Indian economy. China is the second largest economy. Its size is 17.7 lakhs crore US dollar. This is also almost 5 times of Indian economy. The third place is Germany. Its size is 4.46, almost 1.25 times the Indian economy. Fourth is Japan, 4.21 in comparison to Indian economy, which is 3.55 lakh crore US dollar. Now I want to ask a basic question. Even if Indian economy becomes third largest economy after China in 2047, what difference it is going to make in the life of a common man? I told you that what is distribution of wealth in the country, income in the country. Friend, we are not discussing the real problem. We are not working towards solving the real problem of the country. And the problem is per capita income. Today the per capita income of India, I will take the data of 2023, is only 2,239. Less than 2,300 US dollar. This is the per capita income of India. Now, let us see where we stand in the world in respect of per capita income. Our rank is 144 out of 194 countries. Do we have any plan to improve this 2,239 and become number 3, number 4 in the world? Now let us discuss the relative position of various countries so far per capita income is concerned. The number 1 position is held by Luxembourg. Its per capita income is 1,42,214 USD, which is 63 times Indian per capita income. Second is our neighbor Singapore. Its per capita income is 1,27,565, which is 56 times more than our per capita income. The third place is Norway, 1,14,899 lakh US dollar. It is also 51 times per capita income India. That means the first 3 countries of the world in respect of per capita income, their per capita income is more than 50 times of our per capita income. Now let us discuss those countries whose GDP we are talking all the time, 3rd, 4th, 5th. America, per capita income is 81,095 US dollar. This is also 36 times of our per capita income. The next is China, our neighbor. Its per capita income is 12,614. It is also almost 5 times. Its economy was also 5 times because we are comparable in population. The Germany, which we want to bypass by 2047, its per capita income is 52,945. It is 24 times our per capita income. Japan, which we want to bypass by 2047, its per capita income is 37,079. This is also 16 times. So even if we cross Japan, Germany, how does it make any difference to common man of India, whose current per capita income is, much less? Even Bangladesh, which is our neighbor, its per capita income in 2023 was 2,770, which is 1.25 times. Sri Lanka, which is our neighbor, was in news for economic trouble, its per capita income is 4,264, almost 1.9 times Indian per capita income. Bhutan, which is another small neighbor, its per capita income is 4,068, 1.8 times. Of course, we can be very happy and pat our back when I talk of Pakistan. Its per capita income is 1,407, which is half our. But can we make Pakistan our idol? So friend, nobody is talking about per capita income planning increase our growth. We are talking of GDP. It is like professor crossing the river. So, if the 50% of the population, that is 70 crore people, are earning only 15%, are able to save only 3%, 80 crore people still require free ration, then what is for them in this budget? How this budget is going to help them? Can anybody tell me? In my last video, I suggested so many things in that should be done. I suggested government has to give free quality education, free quality medical service, free legal service or quick decision by court, etc., etc. Start, economizing on expenditure. Stop wastages. But in this budget, nothing is seen like that. All wasteful expenditure are visible. In the previous budget also I told that how you are going to provide free education, budget for free education, free health, etc., etc. Which now I am going to discuss even at the cost of some repetition, that how we can provide a solid base to the Indian economy and the people of India, how we can improve their life. The third and the last part of this video, which is very important, which include my own opinion. Having seen the positive and negative of this budget, I had suggested in the last video, previous video, pre-budget video, that if government really wants to support the economy, really wants that GDP growth rate should pick up, people's lives should improve, economic disparity should be reduced, it must provide free education, good quality education, free medical, good quality medical, quick justice, control wasteful expenditure, divert saving to these heads. I told in the last budget that almost 12.5 lakhs crore rupees are leaked because of corruption. I am talking of central and all state budget taken together. Then I said that you follow zero-based budget. If you do the critical review of each and every expenditure, I am sure that you are going to save so many wasteful expenditure, and that money itself cannot be less than 5 lakhs crore. So you are going to get almost 17-18 lakhs crore rupees, which you can use fruitfully for providing free good quality education, free good quality health and quick justice. But what I see in this budget, small airports which I categorize as wasteful expenditure have been proposed in large scale here. Vande Bharat bullet train have been again suggested, which I recommended that it is wasteful expenditure. Railways should focus on the normal trains and make them better, increase their speed. Stop making unnecessary expressways, misusing agricultural land. But this budget has all these things, so the entire direction is same which has been so far. So we can't expect any miracle out of this budget so far. People's life is concerned, GDP growth is concerned. I suggested in the previous video that GST rate should be simplified, only 3 slab, 5%, 10%, 15%. You have already taken income tax. 60% GST is being paid by poor people. They are poor and they are becoming poorer because of this. So if somebody says it's a Gabbar Singh tax, they are not wrong. This is a regressive tax which is compounding economic inequality. Second very big question, can money solve all the problem? If you talk of any government officer, he will say budget nahi tha. I was not having enough budget. My own thinking is that number one, bureaucracy is fond of wasting money on unproductive things. So if the money is prudently spent, the productivity will improve. Tell me, we have got a network of government schools, a army of teachers, they are all well qualified, but why they are not able to deliver? Because of wrong policies. We have created a burden of syllabus on children. They can't ask questions because teacher is all the time busy in completing syllabus. They are not encouraged to ask questions. They can't imagine, they can't create things. They can't argue out. They cannot debate. Does it require money? According to my understanding, money is not required for giving good service. Only the proper thinking, dedication, hard work is required. Anyway, people are getting salary, but they are not performing. So it is job of the government to ensure that all government servant, everybody delivers in comparison to what is being paid. The government doctor is doing private practice, not consulting, patient in the government hospital properly. People are not satisfied. Lot of corruption. So if you start rationalizing expenditure, taking output from government departments, taking loan is not bad, but misusing that loan money is bad. There has been Charvak, Rishi in India, who said, take loan to drink ghee. So misuse of money is the biggest problem which we are facing today. I can tell you that if we can give good quality free education, health, poor people will become capable. They can earn on their own, they can do entrepreneurship, they can do their own business, or they can get job on their own strength. Their income will increase. They will spend, they will save, they will make property, and the demand push will be there in the market because of consumption push. Disposable income will improve. This 0.5% or 1% or 2% people cannot sustain the market. Even if they earn so much, it hardly matters because they will transfer that money elsewhere. Now the question is, who is responsible for this type of budget? If from 1947 till 2025, we have been bringing same type of budget again and again. Tell me, every political party has made government at some point of time, at some state or center, where their budget different than what this budget has been. So what moral right they have got to criticize this budget? Second thing I want to tell you, I and you are squarely responsible for this type of useless budget. Because we select our representative who don't work for us, they work for somebody else. Either they work for themselves to fill up their own pocket, or they work for corporate or somebody else, not for general public, who is the voter. Now, very good provision is there by election commission, we can nota. If you feel that the candidate which has been proposed by political party is not good, is characterless, corrupt, you have no compulsion to vote. You press nota button, and if more than 50% people press this button, I am sure the people who will be elected will be losing their authority, moral authority. And then only the political party will be forced to, recommend those candidates who are really honest, who want to serve the country rather than serving themselves. So we require a right type of thinking. Now I want to tell you one very important concept which is called agency caste. Agency caste is generated because of misbehavior of the agent. For example, if Reliance is there, Mr. Ambani will not run Reliance on his own. Our shareholders are not going to come and run. They will appoint their managers and employees, etc. And they are supposed to work on their behalf as their agent. And if these agents are promoting their own self-interest at the cost of Reliance, Reliance will lose. Its cost will increase, its profit will deteriorate. Its wealth will be destroyed. Tell me whether our representative, that is MLA or MP, are they not our representative? Are they not supposed to further our interest of general public? Then if you are going to vote on the basis of religion, caste and reason, you can't complain that this type of budget is being presented which is not going to help anybody. You have to behave as a rational voter, objective voter, and select only those people who work for you, work for your betterment. Tell me, if 80 or 100 crore people are poor or government has not given them anything because of wrong policy, how the governments are being made, why they are able to win the election? I can assure you that if you follow the policy what I have suggested in my previous budget and in this budget, and if a political party decides to implement them honestly, no political party can defeat. So it is not only a good economics, it is a good politics also. Will political leader listen? That is a big $1 million question. Friend, I want to conclude just by telling that this budget, that is Central Budget 2024-25-26, is replica of previous budget. It has no imagination, nothing new for general public, and it will not deliver. And even if we don't do anything, if we work in a usual manner, we will become third largest economy, otherwise also by 2047, because growth rate in Japan and Germany has gone down. They are already saturated and we are growing. So there is nothing very particular about becoming a third largest economy. This is a bogus type of, vision. The vision has to be increasing per capita income and average, not average. If I take out the income of top 10% from the total national income, and if divide the remaining income by 90%, that is 126 crore rupees, can you believe what will be the per capita income average of those people? It may not be even 500 or 600 rupees, dollar. So the game of averages is not going to help us. We must work in a concrete manner, make a concrete budget with the right type of policy, so that it really helps Indian economy, it really helps people of India. Friend, I am really thankful to you for giving us so much time and being with me for such a long time. If you have found any value in this budget, I am sure you are going to share this video with others, because this budget represents voice of 100 crore people. So please share this video, subscribe to our channel, make my hand strong so that I can bring fruitful content for you to improve your personality. Lastly, I want to tell you again that please maintain your mental and physical fitness by keeping away from garbage available everywhere in form of bad information, negativity. Do exercise, yoga, take proper diet, proper sleep, maintain work-life balance. Do work which suits your personality, suits your aptitude. You will be successful. Thank you very much.